Okay, hi everybody. So this is my discussion for week 8. Majority of my focus is on chapters 26 and 28 from Simple Math of Writing Well. And this is based on a persuasive piece that I recently wrote. So the central claim in my piece was that protecting Oak Flat, which is a sacred indigenous site, should take precedence over mining interests, because I believe that cultural survival and tribal sovereignty are more valuable than short-term economic gain, especially that is not primarily a local gain. So according to the readings, you must have a strong claim that's clear, it's specific, and it's debatable. So I believe that my topic does meet this standard. So the significance with my overall argument is that it acts as what the readings would call the North Star of my paper. So everything in my paper is organized around around supporting my claim. So the claim helped me to avoid vague generalizations and stay rooted and focused, using a persuasive line of reasoning, which I believe is what Chapter 26 emphasized to us. So what makes my claim compelling is that it directly addresses the values and many readers share. I think that a lot of people share respect for culture. I think that people like justice and ethical decision making. And I think that it also addresses responsibility in communities. So in chapter 5, the author talked about how appeals must connect to an audience's beliefs. And I think that this claim that I made does do that. It taps into the idea of things like sacred land, and that it can't be replaced or mitigated like once it's been destroyed. So in supporting my claim, I used a deliberate mix of rhetorical appeals, which matches the guides from chapter 5 when we're supposed to be balancing logos, ethos, and pathos. So my logical appeal came from the research on environmental impacts, water contamination, and long-term ecological damage that was caused by copper mining. So I think that this is a kind of concrete evidence, and I think that it's related to chapters 27 and 28 that recommend be used to strengthen your reasoning, so that you avoid weak generalized statements. My ethical appeal emphasized the government's obligation to honor treaties and consult tribes about decisions that are affecting their sacred lands. My emotional appeal came from describing how tribal leaders view Oak Flats as a place of ceremony, identity, and spiritual connection. And so, in terms of effectiveness, I feel like the emotional and the ethical appeals resonate with most of our readers. And I find personally that ethical appeals are most effective because they connect arguments to values and moral reasoning. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing about everybody else's claims and appeals.